A winter's dilemma. Picture this. It's the dead of winter, snow piles up against your door, and the temperature outside is dropping faster than your enthusiasm for going outside. Inside your greenhouse, your crops, months of hard work and care, hang in the balance. Without gas or electricity, how do you ensure your plants survive the icy grip of winter? The Amish face this challenge every year, yet their greenhouses remain vibrant and productive. How? They've perfected methods that are as ingenious as they are timeless, using only natural resources and a bit of elbow grease. Today, we'll explore their secrets, from the science of thermal mass to the warmth of compost piles. By the end, you'll not only be inspired but armed with techniques to keep your greenhouse cozy, no matter the weather. The power of placement and design. Harnessing the sun, nature's ultimate heat source. The Amish know that the sun isn't just for summer picnics, it's a powerhouse for heating greenhouses. By orienting their structures to face the southern sky, they maximize sunlight exposure during the day. Think of it as positioning your solar panels to capture the most energy. Only here, the energy is warmth. But they don't stop there. The design of their greenhouses takes passive solar heating to the next level. With angled roofs and transparent materials like glass and clear plastic, they create spaces that trap and magnify sunlight. Every photon is put to work, keeping the interior warm even on cloudy days. The science behind it. Why does this work so well? It's all about the greenhouse effect. Sunlight enters through the transparent walls, warms the ground and plants, and gets trapped, creating a microclimate that's significantly warmer than the outside air. It's like turning your greenhouse into a solar oven, minus the burnt cookies. Thermal mass, nature's battery. What is thermal mass, really? Thermal mass isn't just a fancy term for rocks and water, it's a game changer for greenhouse heating. Materials like stone, brick, and water absorb heat during the day and release it slowly at night, keeping temperatures stable. The Miller family's greenhouse. Take the Miller family, who have been farming in Pennsylvania for generations. Inside their greenhouse, you'll find stone pathways, thick brick walls, and rows of water barrels painted black. Why black? Because darker colors absorb more heat. These elements act like silent guardians, holding onto the sun's warmth and releasing it when the temperature dips. Water, the unsung hero. Did you know that a single 55-gallon drum of water can store enough heat to warm a small greenhouse through a chilly night? The Amish position these barrels strategically, often along the northern wall where sunlight hits directly. This simple setup not only stabilizes the temperature, but also prevents frost from damaging delicate plants. Composting, turning waste into warmth. The heat behind decomposition. Composting might conjure images of smelly piles of rotting vegetables, but for the Amish, it's an art form and a source of warmth. As organic materials like food scraps and straw break down, they release heat. A well-maintained compost pile can reach temperatures of up to 160 degrees Fahrenheit, enough to keep the surrounding area toasty. Strategic placement. In many Amish greenhouses, compost piles are placed along the perimeter or even integrated into the structure. This creates a natural heat barrier, with warmth radiating inward to protect crops. Double duty, heat and fertilizer. Here's the beauty of composting. It's a two-in-one solution. Not only does it generate heat, but it also produces nutrient-rich soil that can be used to enrich the next planting cycle. It's like having a heater that pays you back in high-quality fertilizer. Windbreaks and insulation. Keeping the drafts out. The Amish understand that keeping heat in is just as important as generating it. Natural windbreaks, like rows of trees or hedges, are planted around their greenhouses to block icy gusts. This simple step reduces wind speed and minimizes heat loss, creating a more stable environment for plants. Straw, the Amish insulation staple. Around the base of their greenhouses, Amish farmers stack straw bales. These act as natural insulation, trapping heat and preventing cold air from seeping in. It's an old-school solution that works wonders, proving that sometimes simplicity is best. Choosing the right crops. Cold-resistant warriors. Not all plants are built for winter. The Amish focus on hardy crops like spinach, kale, carrots, and beets, plants that thrive in cooler temperatures. Kale, for instance, becomes sweeter after a frost, turning nature's challenge into a culinary benefit. Succession planting. Another trick they use is succession planting, staggering their crops so there's always something ready to harvest. This method ensures a continuous supply of fresh produce, even in the dead of winter. Cold frames and hotbeds. Cold frames, miniature greenhouses. A cold frame is essentially a scaled-down greenhouse. Made with a wooden or metal frame and a transparent cover, it traps sunlight and keeps plants warm. Amish farmers often use these to start seedlings early or extend the growing season for cold hardy crops. Hotbeds, heating from below. Hotbeds take it a step further. By layering manure or compost under the soil, Amish farmers create a natural heat source that warms the plants above. It's like having a heated blanket for your garden, but one that enriches the soil at the same time and sustainability as a lifestyle. Built to last. Amish greenhouses are constructed with durability in mind. Using materials like wood and glass, they create structures that can withstand harsh weather and last for decades. It's not just about growing plants, it's about building a legacy. Living in harmony with nature. For the Amish, sustainability isn't a buzzword, it's a way of life. They repurpose materials, avoid waste, and work with nature rather than against it. Their methods are a reminder that sometimes, the simplest solutions are the most effective. But what about extreme cold? Viewers often wonder, can these methods really work in extreme conditions? The answer is yes, with the right combination of techniques. By layering windbreaks, thermal mass, and composting, Amish greenhouses stay productive even during the harshest winters. How do they handle maintenance? Another common question is about upkeep. The Amish keep things simple: regular compost turning, occasional repairs to greenhouse structures, and a deep respect for the systems they've built. Lessons we can all learn. The Amish remind us that technology isn't always the answer. By combining natural resources with ingenuity, they've created systems that are efficient, sustainable, and incredibly effective. Whether you're an experienced gardener or just starting out, there's something to learn from their methods. So as winter approaches, take a page from the Amish playbook. With a bit of creativity and know-how, you too can keep your greenhouse warm, your plants thriving, and your heart a little lighter knowing you've done it the natural way.